Good morning, everyone. I'm back here with mugs and makeup, ready to get ready for the day. But yeah, today I just wanted to do something a little more relaxed. But I also wanted to do a look with my favorite palette ever, the Naked Heat, which I got a month or two ago and have been majorly enjoying since. Yeah, so I just wanted to get a chance to use the palette first and kind of get used to it, find some good looks with it, and kind of play around with it before I did a video. And then by the time I got around to doing a video, I had all sorts of other fun stuff like the haul videos and BoxyCharm videos. So now that I finally got a chance to sit down and do this video with you guys, let's get started. Ooh, coffee. I have grounds in my coffee upon this morning. Oh well, coffee must be consumed. Alright, I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna use my Professional primer this morning. Been using my Cover FX primer a lot lately, so I think I'll mix it up a little. And it's this one. It's not quite as good as the Cover FX one for blurring, but it holds the foundation just as well, so there's that. Alright. Oh my goodness, I just sat down and realized I never dampened my sponge. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go ahead and dampen the sponge, and I'll come back and keep going. Alright, sponge is dampened, and we can get started. This needs to be cleaned soon. As per usual, I'm going to start with color correcting. There we go. Got a mirror. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking for something like this. I was thinking of getting this one, but I just got the Shop Hush app. Yeah, I just got the Shop Hush app on my phone the other week, and as soon as payday happens, I'm getting one of their palettes. I was looking for something with some pinks in it, and I was suggested that one. So that's gonna be my next mid-level palette purchase. But I've got a high-level palette that's absolutely next on my fancy makeup wish list. I don't have any dark circle corrector, and I've found that green and peach actually work okay. It's not as good as an actual yellow color corrector would be, I don't believe, but it works. Yeah, and I found that Hush has much better shipping policies and all of that. So I realized that just buying 2 of those from the Ulta website was going to be $13, which is silly because those things are $3.99 a piece. Shipping was going to cost almost as much as 2 of those, which is silly. So I found another color correcting thing on Hush that I'm going to try first before I get more of those, because the shipping and handling just was well, let me look on Hush and see if I can find something that does get color correcting that doesn't cost as much. There we go. That doesn't cost as much as the shipping and handling is going to be on that. It was very easy to find. So I've got one waiting in my cart for payday, along with my new palette and earfel. Yeah, So, I'm going to try new color correction. Try yellow color correcting. I've heard that yellow is best for dark circles. So we're going to try yellow, and I'll probably mix together some yellow and... sorry about that, guys. Probably mix together some yellow and some green. And just kind of play around with it and see kind of what issues I've got, what I'm kind of looking at and working with. So we've got the color correction. It's minimized a lot of the dark circles for right now. So once I put some foundation over everything and some concealer, they look mostly gone. So that's kind of how I do that these days. Alright, foundation. Coffee first. I'm still using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I'm coming to the conclusion that this is not my favorite foundation. It's not awful. It's a good foundation, but it's not very forgiving on texture, and it's not as full coverage as I would have liked. So this is a good one that's on my good list, but I'm going to try something else once I run out of this. Maybe before. Let's put this over here. I love recording these videos, but this mic takes up so much space. Without the mic, the videos aren't quite as nice. Alright. I've also come to the conclusion with this foundation that it dries a little faster than I'd like. So what I do is I'll just do a part. I'll just put some over here and then just kind of blend that out. Blend it out in pieces. The biggest issue I have with this is that it's not terribly forgiving on texture, and under my eyes I have a lot of texture. I also have very large pores in certain places, like right in here and down the middle of my forehead. So, definitely gonna try something different. It's not awful. It's just not all. It does a good job of like smoothing everything out, and it's a good medium. It's a solid medium coverage foundation, and I'll definitely come back to it. I am, however, really glad that I don't have quite the sense of smell that a lot of people do, because I've heard a lot of complaints about this stuff smelling like paint. It does have a little bit of a weird smell, but unless I like stick a foundation covered beauty sponge half up my nose, I can't really smell it. So just be aware if you want to try this foundation that it does have a, I don't know if I would call it a strong smell, but it does have a mildly to moderately unpleasant smell. How have you guys been doing lately? Any interesting makeup adventures or anything fun happening in your lives? Let me know. Because like right now, I am super stoked. I am going on a really exciting adventure next month, or I guess by the time this is posted, it'll be this month, in August. We're going on an awesome adventure near the end of August, and yeah. So, foundation, got that done. I'm still using my NYX Studio Photogenic Concealer. Don't love this concealer. It is very unforgiving of texture, but it works for now. And that's what's important. I'd love to try like a nice, fancy, high-end concealer, but that is not in the cards right now. So, one of these days I'll try something fancy and nice. Like, I've heard good things about the Tarte Maracuja Oil Creaseless Concealer. that's what I want my next, like that's what I want my first fancy concealer buy to be. Is I've heard really good things about how it's really nourishing and creaseless. But it looks like such a nice concealer. You can see a lot of this, but adding more concealer is definitely going to make it worse from personal experience. Though, I'll try adding a little more over here. I'm not going to bake today. I'm not really feeling anything quite that elaborate as far as face is concerned. Oops. But I'm going to set everything and move on from there. Alright, set this mirror to the side and put that down. I don't really need it anymore as far as I'm aware. I'm going to use my Airspun powder today for setting purposes. Get that out of there. I usually just like to tap some into the lid. Yeah, that should be a good place to start. If I need more, I can always tap some more out. It's a lot easier to get a little too little than a little too much. Definitely got too much powder in there. Tap as much of that back in as possible. Brush down. Puff back in. And I'm going to move on to contour. I'm going to use, for bronzer, I'm going to use my favorite Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I've seen the new packaging, and a lot of people like it better, but I'm not one of those people. I love this packaging, and while I'm happy that they phased this packaging out because it meant I could get a really good quality Chocolate Soleil from Marshall's for like $10, I'm a little sad because that means that I'm probably not going to be able to buy this in this packaging again. I love this bronzer because it's really buildable. I'm really light, especially with this foundation on. And this bronzer is really easy to blend and it's really light, so it takes some time to build up. So I don't end up like kind of just dabbing my brush in and then looking like an Oompa Loompa, which is not satisfactory. Got my neck contoured. There we go. I'm going to swap out for an angled shading brush and do my nose. This is such an unforgiving foundation for texture, I swear. Alright, I'm gonna hold on to that bronzer for a bit for the use of the mirror. Blush. I think I'm gonna use my Note Cosmetics Luminous Silk Compact Blusher. It's in the shade Desert Rose. This is the color. This came out of one of my BoxyCharms. Actually, the one for this month. Well, July. Depending on when this is posted, that could be last month. But this has got a lot of pigment in it, so you gotta be really careful. So what I tend to do is just 1, 2, couple of taps, and you can see there's a lot on that. Tap it off. I'm gonna blend it into my bronzer. Blush brings such nice life to the face. Alright, and highlight. Actually, I think I'm going to pull out my Pure Cosmetics Sculptor palette and use my bright brush. There it is. Luxie tapered highlighter brush. I'm going to use Trailblazer. It's a little dark, but this one's a lot powderier than Originator, which is also in this palette. Yeah, today's highlight's a little bit more on the subtle side, but that's okay. It's necessary every once in a while. Next up, brows. Alright, I'm gonna get my spoolie. Actually, I'm gonna get my coffee. Is this mug not super cute? I got this from a Kroger Starbucks. I think it was last year. It's really nice. Like, it's super durable, and like it's been through the dishwasher and it's been hand washed, and you can't, like, there's no fading on the cup stuff whatsoever. I don't know. It's just a really nice quality mug. Like, I've noticed that Starbucks makes a really good quality, like, mugs. I don't know about their travel mugs or anything else, but their mugs are really good. Alright, where's my spoolie? I have so many random things in here. Okay, I can't find my good oh, there it is. Right as I said I couldn't find it, that was when I found it. Perfect. Yeah, let me get them back out. Just gonna brush through my brows with my spoolie. Hold on to that, I'll need it later. And I got this new product from my Boxy Charm this month, but I haven't decided if I like it yet. It's the Shelly Beauty Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. So this is what it looks like, and when you open it, you have to unscrew the bottom, which this is the product. That's all of it. And then this whole thing is a brush with the top. It honestly, to me, my biggest gripe with this is it seems like it's a waste of packaging. Like a major waste of packaging. And like you get in there and then just kind of, and like the brush is really wonky and it's really thick and it's not very stiff. So it's not the best brush to work with. I've been meaning to try my other one that I've got floating around here. The eyebrow cream is nice. Like, it does a good job filling in. It has absolutely no staying power whatsoever. Like, it doesn't hold the hairs, which I do wish it kind of held them a little bit, but I've got a brow gel, so I'm not too bothered by that. Like, it's overall an acceptable product. I think it's the best I can say for it. Like, if I was giving it a grade using, you know, American school grading scale, I'd probably give it like a mid-level B. It's solid. I've been using it. It's, if not on par with what I was using, it's better. But it is without a doubt not the best brow product I've ever used. That honor goes to Benefit. The Precisely My Brow pencil, to be specific. Again, got one of those for my wedding makeup, and it was lovely. I very much enjoyed using it, and I miss it. I need to get a new one soon. There we go. It's also a lot faster than my other brow product, I've noticed. My other big issue with this is that I usually end up needing to do, like, just set my brows with this brow gel twice. This is not working. Let's use some here. Trying to work with a computer screen and mirrors are really weird because everything's flipped. And I've been struggling with that. Oh, I didn't actually blend this out. That's okay. I wasn't very heavy-handed with the product today, so it doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and take my concealer and kind of put some on my hand, like kind of on the side. that down here, goes back there, and I'm using right now for this, I kind of swap out brushes just to see what works best. Right now I'm using the cream eyeshadow brush from Avon, and just kind of cleaning up my brows. There we go. Brows are done. Donezo. And now it is time for eyeshadow primer. Right now I'm using the CoverGirl Lid Lockup. If I can get it all the way around. Yep, there we go. CoverGirl Lid Lockup. It's pretty good. I definitely want to try out some others because this is super sticky. I'm curious as to whether there's something else out there. It's not quite so sticky, but that works really well. So I've used the Urban Decay one before, and I liked it, but it didn't wow me enough that I want to spend that much on an eyeshadow primer. The time has come. Let's get my assortment of eyeshadow brushes. I don't actually have all that many, but the ones that I have I like to make sure are easy to grab. And I also use the one that came in the palette, so let's start looking at the Naked Heat palette. Super exciting. I love this palette. I've decided not to set my eyeshadow primer today, especially considering I really want to use like one of these glittery shades. There's so many gorgeous like shimmery shades in this. To start, I think I'm going to take Ounce, which is, ooh lordy, this one on the end, and I'm just going to put that right, let's use that just to highlight my brow bone. Now I'm going to take Sauced, which is this one here, and kind of dot that in my crease a little bit on both sides. And then I'm going to take a blending brush and blend that out. I don't really have a plan for this look today, guys, so I'm going to take a little bit of low blow with my blending brush and kind of work that into the crease as well. I'm going to come around here a little bit because I can't see very well. I'm not getting enough of that light. Ooh, that turned out really nice. A little bit on the side. I'm going to take a little bit more of Sauce to build out the exterior shape of it. And I'm going to take a little bit of Cayenne, which is that one there, this brownish color, kind of dot that right on the inner half of the crease. And then I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm going to blend that out, let it kind of get into the rest of the crease, but mostly focus it on that inside bit. Oh, that actually looks nice. I'm also going to take some Chaser, which is this little beigey shade right here, and kind of dust it right along the top and kind of soften the edges of this, like so. I think I'm going to take, this is hard. I'm going to take more of Cayenne and use my blending brush and kind of work it into this like outer third now I'm going to take this really stiffer brush and I'm going to use Ashes, which is this fun purpley shade. And I'm going to dot that in my, kind of my outer V area on both sides. And then blend it. So now we have like a little bit of a shadow on the outside edge. And now I'm going to take some coffee. And then I'm going to take my fingertip with these two really pretty shades right here in the middle. Dirty Talk, which is this one, and Scorched, which is this one. Dirty Talk's a lot satinier, and Scorched is really glittery. And I love them both. They're both really gorgeous on. I'm going to use Scorched today. I'm going to take my finger and dip it into Scorched, and then just kind of pull it along the areas where there's no eyeshadow on the inner like 2/3 of my lid. Alright, and now I'm going to take my blending brush and a tiny bit of He Devil and kind of blend that shimmer into the matte that's on the other side. Also going to take a little bit of Low Blow, the brown shade, and work that back into my crease as well, to kind of bring some depth back into the crease. I like this. So now I'm going to take a smudge brush, which is a little funky looking. This one is anyway. And I'm going to smudge. I'm going to take He Devil. No, I'm going to take Cayenne. And I'm going to kind of smudge that along my lower lash line. Cayenne was a good decision for this. Cayenne is almost like it's like the matte version of Scorched, which I used today. So I kind of pull those two together like so. More on the other side. I'm going to take a tiny little bit of Ashes and kind of smudge that into the outside. I'll kind of blend it with Cayenne. Alright, ooh, that's really fun as far as my eyes are concerned. Alright, now for liner. I'm going to use my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Perfection. I'm just going to tightline my upper lash line with this. I'm going to do my lower lash line with this Wet n Wild white eyeliner pencil. And I don't think this look needs much of a wing today, so I'm just going to take my Pretty Vulgar gel, which I've been practicing with. Let me find my eyeliner brush. And I'm not going to bother with a wing today. Just a tip, you guys, gel eyeliner doesn't have to be hard. It's hard for me right now because my brush isn't fresh, but like if you clean your eyeliner brush after every time you use gel eyeliner, it actually works a lot better. I'm just lazy and didn't anticipate actually using this liner. I don't use it very often. I'm just trying to use it a little bit more. Ooh, that actually looks really nice. Yeah, I'm trying to use it a little bit more. I'm being a little bit you know, kind of practicing with it a little bit, and I've noticed that if you do it, if you use it when the liner, like when the liner pencil is clean, it's a lot easier. That's a lot closer. It's as close as that's gonna get, that's for sure. Alright, put my liner up. Pick my mascara. And then I'm gonna use my Milani Make It Dewy Setting Spray 16-hour wear since I didn't do a really strong highlight today. Alright, get my mirror. Actually, first, I've actually had these sitting under my leg, warming. They don't really need to be warmed for the other eye, but this eye for sure. I'm using my Lash Paradise mascara for today. Better than it has been before, so it's a start. A little trick I've found is that if you do your mascara after your setting spray, you don't have to worry about, is my mascara dry enough for me to close my eyes? And you end up with fewer issues like that. Alright, I'm gonna put that up, pick a lipstick, and that's my look. Yeah, this is really simple. This is just an old Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick, Pink Pearl. It's just a kind of a sheerish nude. It might as well be a gloss between staying power and everything else. So. But yeah, that's my finished look for today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell button so that you can continue to be a part of my weekly shenanigans here on Mugs and Makeup. Bye guys!